Good morning, students. How you all are? Hope you all are well. In the previous class, we had started a new chapter from the book of Geography, in which we discussed that there are four major domains of the earth: lithosphere, that is land; hydrosphere, that is water; atmosphere, which is air; and the last one is biosphere, which is combination of land, water and air. We had also discussed about major continents and five major oceans. And in today's class, we will discuss about atmosphere. Okay, students. The earth is surrounded by a layer of gas called atmosphere. This thin blanket of air is an integral important aspect of planet. It provides us with the air we breathe and protect us from the harmful effects of sun rays. So what is atmosphere? Normally in winter season we use a blanket which protect us from the cold weather. In the same way, in the same way, atmosphere is a thin blanket of air which protect us from the harmful effects of sun rays. Clear, students? Atmosphere is a thin layer of thin blank thin blanket of air which is very important and which protect us from the harmful hot rays of the sun. Clear, students? In the last class I had given you one homework, and that homework was that you have to make the diagram, this diagram, okay, the diagram of layer of atmosphere. So basically the atmosphere, it extends up to the height of about 1600 kilometers, and this 1600 kilometers of atmosphere is divided in five layers: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. So basically, our atmosphere is divided in five important layers. The first one is troposphere, then stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and the last one, exosphere. Clear, students? Next, we will discuss about the components of atmosphere. First, we discussed what is atmosphere. Then we discussed the layers of atmosphere. Now we will discuss about the components of atmosphere. Okay, students. The atmosphere is composed mainly of nitrogen and oxygen, which make up about 99% of a clean dry air. Nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, carbon dioxide, argon and other compress 1% of the वॉल्यूम. सो हमारे एटमॉस्फेयर में सबसे ज़्यादा जो है दैट इज़ नाइट्रोजन, विच इज़ ऑलमोस्ट 78%. नाइट्रोजन इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द ग्रोथ ऑफ लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म. देन 21% oxygen. We all aware about the use of oxygen and how important oxygen is for human being. Then even the gases like carbon dioxide, argon, they are also very important for us, as carbon dioxide, it absorbs the heat radiated by the earth. So in this way, each instant or component of the air is very important for us, and it helps us in different ways. Okay, students. So now we will move to our Tata class part, and we will see a video regarding layers of atmosphere. Okay, students.
The atmosphere supports life on Earth. The atmosphere is made up of five layers: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. Let's learn about each of them. The first layer of the atmosphere is the troposphere. It is closest to the Earth's surface and extends up to a height of between 7 to 20 kilometers from the ground. Clouds form in this layer. All weather-related events take place in this layer. The troposphere makes up 75% of the total atmosphere. Near the surface of the Earth, it is warm. The sun heats the surface of the Earth. This heat is given out and warms the air near the Earth's surface. As you go away from the surface, it becomes cooler. Don't you feel cooler at aid stations? As one goes higher, the air also becomes thinner. In other words, its density decreases. The particles of air do not push against each other, so we say that air pressure is less. There is also less moisture or humidity as we go higher. The second layer of the atmosphere is called the stratosphere. It extends from 15 kilometers to 50 kilometers above the Earth. The temperature rises as we soar higher within the stratosphere. This is because the upper layers of the stratosphere contain a special layer called the ozone layer, which absorbs harmful ultraviolet radiations coming from the sun. In this way, the ozone layer protects life on the planet. Sadly, the ozone layer is depleting because of destructive human activities. Just above the stratosphere is the mesosphere. It extends from an altitude of 50 kilometers to 80 kilometers above the Earth's surface. In this layer, the temperature falls as height increases. In the mesosphere, speeding meteors coming from space slow down and burn up, leaving blazing traces in the sky. Extending from about 80 kilometers to approximately 400 kilometers above the Earth's surface, the thermosphere is the fourth layer. It is also called the ionosphere. The thermosphere receives large amounts of energy from the sun. The temperatures here are above 1000 degrees Celsius. This layer of the atmosphere reflects radio waves. So, we send satellites into the thermosphere and use the properties of this layer for long-distance communication. The fifth and final layer of the atmosphere is the exosphere. It stretches from about 400 kilometers to approximately 100,000 kilometers and beyond, almost halfway to the moon, and gradually becomes one with space. So, you can see that the Earth's atmosphere has many layers. The atmosphere acts like a blanket and protects the Earth and its plants and animals from the sun's radiation. This is why our planet is neither too hot nor too cold. temperature is just right. The layer of air around the Earth.
So students, just now you had understood that what are the different uses and how the different layers of atmosphere is divided. So now we will discuss about biosphere. As in the previous class itself, I had given you one homework that you have to draw the diagram of biosphere figure 5.6. In this picture, you can see that it is a biosphere. You can see that there is lithosphere. Okay, that means land. We have hydrosphere, that is water. Here you can see atmosphere. You can see that animals, है ना, different animals. You can also see different plants. So this is called biosphere, where air, water and land meets, and because of it different animals and plants can survive in the our earth. As we called our earth as a unique planet, it is because we have biosphere with us. Okay, and the life is only possible in biosphere. Clear students? So in this chapter we had discussed about the atmosphere and biosphere, and in the previous class we had already discussed about lithosphere and hydrosphere. Now we will watch one more video which is regarding the biosphere, and after that we will finish our class. So students, if you have any doubt, please ask it, or after that you can write the question answers of this chapter. Clear students?
Gain, a distant cousin of Earth, separated by a few thousand light years. He wishes to have everything that Earth has and also wants life on his surface. Created with essential elements to bring life on Gain. Hydrosphere or water bodies are very important for living beings. Oceans, rivers, and lakes are a home for marine creatures. They also provide drinking water and food to humans, animals, and plants. They also maintain the climatic balance, provide us minerals and oil, and are also great transport routes. Crops and plants flourish on land or the lithosphere. Lithosphere is the soft crust of soil on top of the earth. Human beings and animals live on the surface of the lithosphere. Minerals are also cycled through lithosphere. That's perfect. Living organisms breathe air to live. The layer of air or atmosphere covers the earth, keeps it warm, controls its temperature, and also keeps plants and animals alive. Congratulations! Gain has now got life on hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere are needed. The organisms living in the biosphere are primarily divided into plant and animal kingdoms. Each region on the Earth has its own variety of plant and animal life. This variation occurs due to the difference in climatic conditions and soil type over different areas. In this way, ecosystems are created in the biosphere. Ecosystems are definite regions, each having its own individual climate, soil, plant, and animal life. In an ecosystem, the living